Recording.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning. My topic for today will be the importance of marriage in Islam. I'm sure every single one of you here would like to get married one day, yes?
Yes.
So I'm here to enlighten you about this importance. So before we go to the importance, what is marriage? Marriage is a formal union and legal contract between two individuals that unite their lives legally, economically, and emotionally. This marriage agreement usually implies that the couple has legal obligation to each other throughout their lives or until they decided to divorce. So what about the meaning of marriage in Islam? That's just the general knowledge. So the Muslim scholars have interpreted that the Quran to mean that marriage is a religious duty, moral safeguard, and social commitment. As religious duty, must be fulfilled, but like all other duties in Islam, it is enjoined to those who are capable of meeting and the responsibilities involved. Islam views it as a strong bond, a challenging commitment in the fullest sense of word. It is a commitment to life itself, society, and to dignify the meaning survival of the human race. It is a commitment that married partners make to one another as well as to God. So the Quran as well addressed for human mankind. So what are some of the verse? Surah An-Nisa, chapter number 4, verse number 1. Sadaqallahu azim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ya ayuhan nasu taqu rabbakum alladhi khalaqakum min nafsin wahidah wa khalaqa minha zawjaha wa batha minhuma rijalan kathira wa nisa. O mankind, be dutiful to God, who created them from a single soul, and from it created its mate, and from the two of them scattered abroad many men and women. Next, Surah Al-Araf, verse 189. Huwa allazi khalaqakum min nafsin wahidah wa ja'ala minha zawjaha liyaskuna ilayha. It was God who created mankind out of one living soul and created of that soul a spouse so that he might find comfort and rest in her. Next, Al-Rum, verse 21. وَمِنْ آيَاتِهِ أَنْ خَلَقَ لَكُم مِّنْ أَنفُسِكُمْ أَزْوَاجًا لِيَسْكُنُوا إِلَيْهَا وَجَعَلَ بَيْنَكُمْ مَوَدَّةً وَرَحْمَةً إِنَّ فِي ذَلِكَ لَآيَةٍ لِقَوْمٍ يَتَفَكَّرُونَ. And it's a sign from God that He has created for men of themselves mates to seek in their company peace and tranquility, and has set them mutual love and mercy. Surely it's a sign for those who contemplate. So moving on to importance of marriage in Islam. The first one, marriage enhances the value of prayers. The Prophet once said, 2 rak'ats prayed by a married person are better than the night vigil and the fast of a single person. So there's a story here. A woman came to the Prophet and said that she has tried everything to attract her husband, but in vain he does not leave his meditation and pay attention to her. The Prophet told her to inform her husband about the reward of sexual intercourse, which he describes as follows. When a man approaches his wife, he is guarded by 2 angels, and that moment in Allah's views, he is like a warrior fighting for the cause of Allah. And when he has intercourse with his wife, his sins will fall like the leaves of the tree in the fall season. When he performs the major cleansing, he is cleansed from sins. So the second point, marriage increases sustenance. The Holy Prophet has remarked, give spouse to your single ones because Allah makes them morality better, under the shadow of marriage, and expands their sustenance and increase their generosity. So before I end, to conclude this, should you get married? Yes, it is highly recommended and obligation, especially when you have the commitment, the time, and your money. But why is it recommended, highly recommended in Islam? Married, because marriage is the tradition of the Prophet. The Prophet said, whoever likes to follow my tradition, then he should know that marriage is from my tradition. And the Prophet also said, the best of my ummah, nation, are those who get married and have chosen their wives, and the worst people of my nation are those who have kept away from marriage and are passing their lives as bachelor. That's all for me. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for listening.